And hello, and welcome to another holiday video in Final Fantasy XIV. This is your good friend, SF Lady Wolf. I thank you for joining me today, and today we have our dear friend Artemis, who is usually with us on these events. We'll have her wave to say hello. So, today we are doing the Rising event. So, what is the Rising event? The Rising event is the yearly anniversary for the game. Basically, the game's birthday. We celebrate it by having a little event. Usually you get little stuff for the event. Usually like minions, outfits. We have gotten a mount like last year, if you were around for that. If not, I do have that video on my channel, so please check it out if you have time, and I thank you very much. And now, let's get to it. Now, as you see, Artemis is in the town Linsa La Mensa. Why is she here? Usually the Rising is in Ul'dah. Well, this time, we've got something going on over here in Limsa for the Rising. She's currently at the main Aetheryte, so we will need to go over here and to the main Aetheryte. And we need to select the Aethernet, and we need to go to the Aft Castle, because that's where this is going to be located this time. There's a little circle up there. If you've seen any of my other videos, which please go check them out, they are quite fun. There are not a ton of them. I do them in holidays usually right now, because I'm learning. So, we go up here to the circle. As you hear, we have answers playing already, which is usually the sound you hear in the areas for the different towns, housing areas, things like that, where the direct decorations are, but they're celebrating. So if you don't know, look up Answers. It's great. It's a great song. It will catch you. Now, as you see, we have nice stuff set in here. And this time we have the Wandering Minstrel with us. If you're not familiar with the Wandering Minstrel, you see him throughout the game in different spots, especially during the holidays, and the Rising is his main holiday. So he will come and chill out with us. If you know who he is, then don't spoil it for anyone, please. It will come up, hopefully. It usually does at some point. But we'll find out together if you don't know. And if you are new and this is your first Rising, welcome to it. Enjoy the game how you want to enjoy it, and don't let anybody tell you you're playing it wrong. Just enjoy, do this event, have fun with it, get the items from it, and go enjoy some more story. Level up. If you're not level cap yet, go have fun. It's an interesting story all the way through. The current level cap is 100. We're currently in Dawn Trail for the expansion, which just came out the end of June if you had early access, or July 2nd if you did not. Then let's party. So we had the Wandering Minstrel over here at the thing with, I mean, it looks nice this time, I'm telling you. Let's see what's going on. Rising to the call. The Wandering Minstrel seeks an adventurer both willing and able to help put the finishing touches to this year's Rising celebration. Now, as you see there, it does say the quest is available for a limited time only. I believe this is going till September 11th for this one. And so you need to come in, be at least level 15. Now, also with that, I want to caveat it, do need to have the Envoy quest done so you can go between the 3 city-states. Because depending on where you started, you may or may not be able to get here at level 15. You may be 16, 17 right now when you get the quest done. So when you get the Envoy quest done, get over here and get this done. Because until September 11th, this is available. And after that, anything that's in here will go to the cash shop, the 14 online store, come next year at Rising. Because each year you get the previous year's stuff added to the store. So instead of getting it for free in-game, you may have to pay $4 or $5 for it, or whatever they want to charge. I know the amount from last year is like $25, $24 this time, I believe. So get in and get it done while you can get it free, because then you can brag to all your friends, I got it while I was live. So let's see what we got here. This one is called Rising to the Call. As you see, it is level 15. You get 1,440 experience, which is what this little symbol right here means. The coin right here means gil. That's your gold, silver, all that kind of money. All we have in here is gil. So you get 296 gil for this quest. So let's see what he's got for us. Of all the coincidences, you will hardly believe it, but I was just this very moment reminiscing of the time you lent me your strength. A 12-month passed. But he was thinking about last year's rising. You see, I again find myself in pressing need of an adventurer's aid, just as I did last rising. Oh, if only Artemis were here, I thought to myself, and here you are. Well, then, what do you say? Shall we clasp arms once more? Anything for you, Wandering Minstrel. My thanks. The matter is, I have been approached by a lady named Ayoyo, who wishes to imprint her own inimitable mark upon the skies above Limsa Lamensa. I speak, of course, of the fireworks that illumine these rising nights. Learning of my contribution to previous year's festivities, she has enlisted me to her cause. We already have the ear of the organizing committee. However, Lady Ayoyo has expressed a strong desire to consult with a storied adventurer before finalizing her proposal. Well, that's me. I mean, I'm the warrior of light. I mean, in this body, I'm a little bit lower level. Yes, I am only level 56 right now in this body. But if you've seen my other videos or maybe heard me talk, then you know this isn't my only character. I have a character that is at max level. That's why I know what's going on in the story right now, and I can tell you it's not bad right now. There's a lot of mixed feelings going on about the latest expansion, but overall, the game is good. Enjoy it if you can. But come to the Yellow Jackets guardhouse at the base of the Coral Tower, and I will introduce you. Lead the way, minstrel. Alright, now, if we use our little mini-map here, then we know we need to go this way. In other words, north. So we want to go over here, and let's go see what's going on. We'll meet this person who wants to do some fancy fireworks. Alright. Okay. I'm just following my little arrow here. If you've been here before, you know where you're going. And I do know where I'm going, but, you know, I'm playing along. Okay. La 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 la. Yeah, I guess I could have taken the Aethernet shard and jumped over here a lot faster, but where's the fun in that? Hey, is it up here or is it actually down in the bottom? I know he said in the bottom. I do not see Minstrel there, so there's a little cut through over here. We're going to wind over here, go down the staircase. And no, I have not been able to do this on any of my other characters yet, so this is completely blind. I don't know what's going to happen. Okay, it's not the minstrel we run into our person, Lady Ayoyo. Apparently she's a yellow jacket or something, I'm guessing. I thought he was kidding. Lady Ayoyo, one storied adventurer, as promised. She got carbuncle earrings. I love it. That's another 12 upon ye. Name's Ayoyo. Cannoneer first class with the yellow jackets. It's an honor to have you on board. She's not a Rogadan, and yet she has the accent down pat. Because they do kind of do the pirate talk, because they used to be pirates. So she's been hanging out with them way too long for a Lala. Did I mention that it is the Yellow Jackets who are in charge of this year's festivities? Not only in decorating of these fair Lemenson streets, but in designing and constructing the fireworks that brighten the skies above them. Lady Oyoyo here is quite the savant in all matters incendiary and explosive, and so it has fallen to her to formulate a plan for the display's crowning glory. Then other lads and lasses of the cannoneers whipped up a load of lovely little drakes, snakes, and devils for the Moonfire Fair. But more of the same ain't gonna cut it for the rising. But it's all about remembering those we lost in the calamity, ain't it? Them and theirs deserve something a mite specialer than a bunch of old bangers. An admirable sentiment, I'm sure. It would not do for our ode to such poignant memories to be aught less than memorable. Let us make this year's rising one that the citizens of this fair realm will not soon forget. Okay, let me pause for just a second, because they mentioned the calamity. When you start the game, you learn this happened. But when you start, it's 5 years ago that this big thing happened, and the world was nearly destroyed. I will not give it away what it is, but that's why, too, you have answers play for the event each year, because that song meant something for when it happened. It all goes back to now, 11 years ago, when the game was reborn. Hence, a realm reborn for the start of the game. Before that, it was in a big mess. And the current team, Naoki Yoshida or Yoshi P, and Soken, and Koji, and Foxclon, who are their nicknames for some of them, and others, Ishikawa, Oda-san, and all that, came together and redid the game and brought it out of basically its dark age, so to speak. And so we celebrate that anniversary each year, and that's what this event is. We're us rising from the ashes of the game it used to be to become the game that we are now and going forward. Just a quick clear up there in case anyone is new seeing this. That way you know what's going on, why they're talking about the calamity. Because so many people were lost and things like that. Like players that didn't hang around from the old game to the new game, they left because of it, they're considered to be lost. And also, actual NPCs and everything, you'll find out. The group of warriors of light that helped save the place were lost, we'll say. But you'll find out about them as you play through the game. So that's where we're picking up. I just want to do a quick tidbit on that in case anyone is seeing Rising for the first time. Or maybe didn't see my other Rising videos, which you have, if you haven't, go back and check them out, of course. Took the words right out of my mouth, dearie. Thing is, I haven't hardly set foot out of Limsa in all me days. I don't reckon I'm best placed to know what's going through the minds of the citizens of this fair realm. And so you would pick an adventurer's brains, one who has journeyed far and wide across this land we love and knows it and its people intimately. Yet before we call upon your particular wisdom, mayhap it would behoove us to seek out a wider range of opinions. Many and more look to the skies come rising night, and the thoughts that run through their minds are no doubt as diverse. Let us learn them. You've always got something up your sleeve. Sounds like a plan. Mind if I join you, dearie? Could do with learning some of these thoughts myself. Right then, where's best to start asking around? Someplace a lot of outsiders gather, I reckon. How about we meet in the Aetheryte Plaza, down in the lower decks? While you two are so engaged, allow me to continue our discussions with the organizing committee. I shall await you by the Aft Castle. Okay, so we're going to jump back to the main Aetheryte probably, and then head back to the Aft Castle after we talk to a few people. Sounds good. Let's do this. Alright. Now, speak with Yo-Yo in the Aetheryte Plaza. Yep, back over there. So you know what? I'm going to run right outside. Because of course there was an Aetheryte shard over here. Let's run back up the stairs. Listen to some music. Got the door here. And here's our Aethernet shard. Off to it. Go to the Aetheryte Plaza. Get teleported over. And here we go. Where is our little friend? There she is. We come over here. Talk to her. You see them lights down Auker's Alley, dearie? Decorations for the festival they are. Every year, when the streets are all decked out for the rising, me art fills with, well, all kinds of feelings. Sorrow, pride, regret. But enough about me. We came here to find out how the other folks feel about it. Let's split up. Head down the alley and ask a few lively-looking customers each. We're on a schedule here, so don't go asking every single soul you see. 4 or 5 should do you. I'll meet you down by the ferry docks when you're done. Oh, okay. Well, that puts another visit. Alright, so if we go by our little map, we're supposed to go right over here. Again, if you get a chance, take a look at the decorations. They do up the towns for each festival or holiday, whatever you want to call it, to come up with a theme. So we have Swarthblight here. Let's talk to him. Welcome, welcome. What may I interest you in this fine day? Your thoughts? Any for your thoughts? Information, is it? Well, if you really must know, the whizzing and banging that fills the air this season always takes me back to the time just before the calamity struck. A great festival was held to celebrate the reformation of the grand companies. People in the streets were hooting and hollering, setting off fire spouts, and all the ships in the bay, now bedecked in maelstrom colors, let loose their cannons. It seemed so foolish now, what was soon to befall us. But all that noise served a purpose nonetheless, drowning out the fear that ever whispered in our ears. It is my firm belief the rising fireworks serve the same purpose, even now. They present a vision of loveliness, of togetherness, that we might forget our fears and be given hope for a brighter future. Okay, that is pretty good. I mean, I know countries do celebrations and use fireworks and all when the country has a birthday, so. And it's supposed to symbolize, party, It's supposed to mean, like, the shots and on the fire to fight for your independence or whatever. So, it makes sense. We still got this orange circle here, so we've got more people to talk to. Let's see who else we got here. Got somebody right here. Middle-aged mariner. The streets are full of life, the sky full of fire, and the westerly winds filling our seafarers' sails as it does our hearts. I couldn't have picked a better time to come home. You a sailor too, are you? No. Helping with the fireworks, you say? Good on you, lass. I have a few memories of back then, if you've an ear to hear 'em. I'm a merchant seaman, you see, always sailing hither and thither across the waves. Was just back from a trip to Razadhan when the calamity struck. Oh boy. Everyone was looking up to the sky and that loathsome lantern thing that hung low in it. Like most folk, I don't remember much of what happened in the days before or after it fell, but I never forget those faces. And that's what I love so much about the fireworks. You see, the same faces looking up, but this time with a smile. Reminds you not only of the bad times, but how we got over them. Good point. There we go. Got misty-eyed sky gazer over here. Give me 1 second. Can you see them too, my love? You're involved with the fireworks and want to know what I think of them. Well, just now I was wondering if they can be seen from far out in the offing. Do you know? I see. The reason I ask is that my husband is out there now. He meant to be back by rising night, but it seems the tide didn't turn in his favor. He was so looking forward to the fireworks. I do hope that he can see them from where he is, that we can share them together, no matter how far apart we might be. That is my only request to you, that you make the finale as bright and boisterous as you can, that all those who cannot be together this rising might still share in its message. Cool. Alright, let's see here. I'm guessing it might be over on the left. And the circle goes that way. Ah, yeah, there we go. Star speed! Alright there, anything I can do for you? You're asking for people's thoughts on the rising fireworks? Would have thought a great hero like you would have better things to do with your time. But I suppose that's what makes you a hero, eh? Helping people out whichever way you can. Well, I'm like most people, I suppose. I think of those I lost. My parents, most of all. I wonder if they're watching too. Swum up from the bottom of the ethereal sea to see what all the crashing and banging is about. It's complicated, I suppose. I feel sad they're gone, but happy I'm not. and grateful to Betteron saving me and so many others. If they are watching, I hope they can see me too. See that I'm doing all right for myself. That they might sleep soundly for another 12 months. Okay. And since we're already over here, remarkably so, the ferry dock is right over here. It led us right to it, basically. Art. Did we go through? Yeah. I can remember if you just walked through or if you had to talk to the guy there. Destination. There we go. So we need to click on this and hang out a minute, look around. See what's going on. A cutscene. Ah. Sorry to keep you waiting, dearie. So what did we find out? Huh. Same here. Was half expecting them to just be looking at the pretty lights, but it seems the feeling runs a lot deeper than that. The memories of the calamity still stay heavy on their hearts, but the rising fireworks go some way to lifting that weight. So, any ideas for the grand display? What kind of thing do you reckon uplift those spirits the most? Something grand and flashy, something that reminds people of the past, or something that gives people hope for the future. I mean, the one wanted it to be flashy because she was hoping her husband would see it. And it already reminds people of the past overall. Because they see the fireworks, they remember what the event is. And then they think about who they lost, or, you know, what's going on now, like the one, she's glad she's still here. And I mean, the fireworks themselves give people hope for the future. Because they see that and they know, hey, we're okay, we're gonna make it one day at a time. So let's say something grand and flashy. And see what she says. That'd do the job, all right. Ain't a lamenting among us who ain't got a drop of pirate blood in their veins. Light up the skies with buccaneer and abandon would be just the way to put our stamp on this year's festival. All right. The rising ain't just about mourning those we lost, after all. It's about remembering the struggles of those who survived. Steer us to a brighter future. Aye, that's it. That's what Nitsa needs for its rising. Okay. Ships, cannons, a departure salute. Not just for the fallen, but for those setting sail for unknown shores. A vision of the past and of the future. And all bleeding Armada, filling Gladian Bay, lighting up the very heavens. Who wouldn't want to watch that? I'd love it. I think it's cool. If anyone watched the Olympics when it was going on, for the ceremony at the start with the ship coming in, bringing the flame in, I love that. That was cool. I've watched that a couple of times myself. Now it's getting nighttime and you'll see fireworks are going on. They have fireworks every night, so enjoy them. Now I don't know what it's going to be compared to what they got in mind. I don't know. That's settled then. Ah, the minstrel's gonna love it. He said he'd be up by the Aft Castle, right? I'll see you there. Okay. Get out of this. I will turn around to see the fireworks for a second. And as you see. I mean, they do this in nighttime in the game, in the major cities and the housing areas. So you'll be able to see it. Anytime it's nighttime, and it's technically after 6 p.m., so you're good to go. There you go. All kinds of fireworks. That way, no matter when you come in, if you're on after 6 p.m. and it works a time, you watch the fireworks. I'll sit here for just a second, let you see them. They are quite nice. Very colorful. All right. Well, let's get back to the Aft Castle, shall we? We could watch the fireworks later if we want to. And there's an 8th of an inch shard right here. We will use it and we will teleport back to the Aft Castle. And go back up there where we were to start. And again, every time you come over here, you're going to hear answers right now until the event ends. So, if you enjoy it, sit over here and listen and watch the fireworks. Our intrepid adventurer returns, and positively bursting with inspiration, I take it. I see. A traditional seafaring salute. Not only to the memories of the fallen, but to the future fortune of those who follow in their wake. A most fitting proposal, I'm sure. Thanks, the both of you. But our work ain't done yet. There's a lot needs sorting out before we can put the idea into action. So much to do, so little time. If you wouldn't mind helping us a little longer, dearie, I'd be forever in your debt. Let me know when you've got your loins good for girded. Right? Okay? Think she has another quest? So what's she got for us? We who are about to set sail salute you. Okay. Very funny. There's a song from a group that is very similar to that title. And that's the first thing I thought of when I thought of it. Well, this quest you have to be level 15. You will again get 1,440 experience. You will get 401 gil. And we will get a minion called Brushed Up Kryl. It is unique and untradeable, so you can't exactly do the event and then sell it on the market board. So, you want to get this, have it, because next year, this is what will be on the cash shop. So, you want to get it done now so you can get it for free. I give your aunts for your continued assistance in seeing her plan for the rising fireworks realized. Again, this quest is available for a limited time. Only while the event's going on, so make sure you get it done, get it turned in. Don't end up forgetting to turn it in and have it sitting there next year because you won't be able to do it. Let's accept. Right then, let's get started, shall we, dearie? The plan is, we're going to line up an old fleet of ships across the bay and have them fire broadside into the sky. But before we go about finding our fleet, we need to get the plan approved by the organizing committee. And that means convincing Commodore Rainer. I'll take the lead, but I ain't exactly got the silverest tongue, nor much experience nobbling with the higher-ups. If you two see me struggling, put in a word, won't ye? Of course, my lady, your cause is ours. Thank you, my dearies. Together then, to the call tower. Okay. I'm going to look at the map here, because that's where we were earlier. I just forget which one it is. Yeah, Marauders Guild. So we want to... And because it looks like an aetherite, I try to run up to it. Yeah. That's really going to work. But don't do like me. That's caffeine. We're over here to the aetherite charge. And we want the Marauders Guild. Who's going to put us right there? We already ran across there earlier. Save us a few steps. And we have the Wandering Minstrel right here. Last I had the privilege of meeting with the Commodore was around the time of the Calamity. I had been arrested for conspiracy to incite rebellion. Naturally, it was all a misunderstanding. Minstrel? Inciting rebellion? No. Some other scurrilous soul had been singing songs of sedition. If not for Raynor and his relentless pursuit of the truth, I might still be lingering in the brig. He is a shrewd investigator who will brook no equivocation. Shall we then? I got in or sip my drink, sorry. Talking too much today. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Words. Kiss up to him. Wanting to make the Rising display special, I can fathom. But the sheer scale of this proposal is beyond anything I imagined. Ayoyo, need I remind you that the first duty of the Yellow Jacket is the keeping of the peace. Filling the bay with ships will not only disturb the daily workings of the harbor, but is sure to foment agitation among the commons. Knowing this, do you still mean to persevere with this outlandish plan? It's a party! Get over it! It's for what? One night? Put a warning out! Like, hey, this is gonna be going on. Be ready. It's okay. Nothing bad is happening. We're just having some fun. Besides, they are a maritime city. They are the sailors, the pirates, sailing merchants, you know. I do, Commander. Every Limson art, every Arzian art still bears the scars of the Calamity. And that loss, that hardship, that struggle, it cut deep. But the Rising ain't just about looking to the past. It's about looking to the future, too. And if it's our duty to watch over folk, keep them on the straight and narrow, like, I reckon it's our duty to see them off on another year's journey, too. Yeah? Well put. I accept that your intentions are pure, but what of the logistics? I trust you have a plan as to who exactly will be providing and paying for this fleet of yours. Yes, Commander. We're going to petition a maelstrom for the flagship, and the rest from the Black Sail. Black Sails? Of course. One is wont to forget that those buccaneering souls remain bound to serve the maelstrom in times of necessity. Lady Ayuya would have us parley with the three great pirate captains and remind them of their civic duty, it seems. Aye, that's right. Pirates answered the Admiral's call back when the moon was falling. Fought and died at Cartano, saving the rest of us. When they hear about our plan to salute all those who fell, and all of those who didn't, I don't doubt they'll answer the call again. I wish you all the luck in the world in recruiting those rogues to your cause. You should need it. Very well then. Allow me to arrange the parley. Should you succeed in this feat, you may consider all my remaining doubts answered. I bid you remember that you go to speak with pirates, lawless marauders all. Pray that you do not say aught to offend them, lest we find ourselves with a mutiny on our hands. Leave it to me. I shall have the Maelstrom summon the leaders of the 3 factions to the anchor yard. Pray go there and complete your preparations. Alright. Talk to her. Cheers for sticking with me, you two. I hope I can count on your support in the next set of negotiations and all. Of course, my lady. Alas, I fear the captains, those far-famed scourges from the seas, will prove rather less biddable partners than Commodore Raynor did. While Roswin of the Sanguine Sirens may be swayed by emotion, Carvalhain of the Kraken's Arms is of a much more mercenary mind. The executioners, meanwhile, value honor and glory above all else. So you work on all of it. You know, if there is aught that unites them, it is a zealous spirit. Let us argue with passion, that we might inflame theirs. If it's passion you're after, I've got that in bleeding bucket loads. But I might need you two to jump in again, in case me tongue decides to tie itself at a half-inch. Just say the first thing that comes to your minds, and I'll pick up after. Come on then, Darius. Let us head over to the anchor yard and get this parlay started. Goodness. I feared this would be quick and easy thing. Where are we going here? Aha. Quickest thing to jump to will be the aft castle. Going to use the Aethernet shard here and jump back to the aft castle. I would cut off some of the run. Here. This one we want. Yes. I'm gonna go through here. Around. Look back, and we want to go over here. Or did I screw up? I screwed up. Okay, fair enough. I misremembered. We want this one. Okay. Again, I'm doing this blind. I hadn't done the writing yet this year on any of my characters. So this will help me out on the others. Oh goodness. And if you're ever in doubt, look for people. Because there are plenty of people over here doing this. Alright, we got another cutscene. Let's see here. Ah, hi. thanks for coming. The reason we asked you here is I and Maelstrom's summons laid it out for us loud and clear. You want us to help you with the rising fireworks. And the answer's no. My siren fire a broadside is to send our enemies to the bottom of the briny not to paint pretty pictures in the sky for drylanders to gawp at. We better things to be doing with our time. 'Tis a rare occurrence, to be sure, but I find my opinion aligns with Roswin's. Our time is precious, as I am sure is yours. Let us hasten to draw these discussions to a close. I shall put it bluntly. I see no profit in this endeavor for myself and my men. So unless there is anything else... Okay, what will you say? No profit? How sad that the great Carvalin should lose his nose for coin. You would put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt. Why, it is the perfect opportunity for a deeper bond with Roswin. In case you don't know, those two have a crush. She has a crush on him. Not so sure about him. He might have a crush on her. But I'm not going to bring that up here. That wouldn't be right. But for him, you would put the Admiral and the Yellow Jackets in your debt. Because you were nice enough to help. Because you came down off your high horse and decided to help. A debt of gratitude, perhaps, for providing the men and material for this pageantry entirely at our own expense. I saw no mention of the Kraken being compensated for our efforts in a material sense. Or am I mistaken? The sheer scale of the spectacle we propose would no doubt draw all the lords and ladies of the realm to gather in the city. There are sonages of high renown and deep pockets. Aye, and if you saw you lot working and with a maelstrom, it'd do wonders for your public image. Folks who normally wouldn't touch a pirate with a barge pole be queuing up to do business with you. I do believe you have a point. Poorly phrased though it may be. To win legitimate business, one must project the image of a legitimate businessman. Sod your image, and sod anyone who's too lily-livered to trade with us. They can stick their barge poles up their backsides. What's in it for the sirens? What will you say? If you won't consider them customers, consider them quarry. Don't you want to bring joy to the masses? Or Carvalians in, don't you want to be together? Yeah, true. You get to find out about them. You can always do your surveying. If you won't consider them customers, consider them quarry. You do realize the days of pillaging every ship we see are long gone. Quarry my arse. The sun green sirens ain't all about pirating life, though, are ye? You run almshouses for the sick and injured, and those with child. Keep themselves busy with odd jobs such as come their way. Them your honors and the folk who are drawn to the city to see the grand display, your quarry. I see where you're going with this. Get the girls to set up stalls selling food and grog and the like. And they'd make a killing, providing they add the right permits from the Yellow Jackets. You're a shrewd one, you. Maybe I could lend a hand myself. They do say the best way to a man's heart is through his stomach. Uh-huh. What of the executioner? There is no dishonor in linking arms with Admiral Merlwib and the Maelstrom, surely. You, Yellow Jacket, I want you to tell me one thing and tell it true. This is Limsala Mensa, the greatest port in all the realm. You could find this fleet of yours without your help. You've come here begging for it. Why? Because I reckon you're the ones who need the rising most. The black sails only came together cause of Cardinal. Yet you've cut anchor and sailed off into the sunset. But no, you fought like demons on those cursed flats. Made arrows of yourselves and martyrs. The way I see it, it's only right to those who lost the most, when they stood to gain the least, to be the ones to fire the salute to the departed. And a salute to the departing, too. A calamity changed the lives of you pirates more than anyone. If anyone should be celebrating new beginnings, it's those whose beginnings have already begun. So it's all for your own good, is it? I'm heading back to Ausdecia. Send word when you've armored out the details of this display of yours. We'll see what we can do. Hey, Captain. Can't rightly say no to you, can I? We lost a lot of good people back in Cartamo. Let's send them off with a bloody great bang. I will join you on one condition, that in your reminiscence of trauma past, you do not make a shameful spectacle of yourself. Pray, do not force me to restrain you again. I never force you to do nothing. You'll keep your hands off of me and you'll want to keep them, you randy bastard. Like the fragile flower, isn't she? Well then, I bid you adieu. My ships will not ready themselves. Oh, they won't. You gotta be there to let them know what to do. Very good. Hey, we gotta talk to her again. And breathe. Gods, I was so nervous I could hardly speak. Thanks so much for chipping in when you did. Could have never gotten them on our side without you. Right then. Time to put the finishing touches on this plan of mine. It's gonna be wonderful. I just know it. Oh, and about your reward. I've given it to the minstrel. You can grab it from him. New beginnings, lass. And may the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. Okay, minstrel. You did a great service, my friend. Both for Lady Ayoyo and for all those who love the rising, myself included. For that, I shall be ever grateful. I expect it shall be some hours before preparations for the grand finale are complete. Mayhap we could wait together? Yep. Let's wait for the fireworks. This usually happens, you have a chit-chat with the minstrel while it's going on. While we wait, would you care to hear a verse that has lately come to me? It is a song of celebration, of encouragement for all those who sail for unknown shores. Pray, lend me your ears. As always, take it away, minstrel. Hey, what kind of vision did we get this year? Because usually you have a vision right here because of the music he plays. Hey. Oh, wow. I'm on a boat! Oh, that's a beautiful moon. Greetings, square of light. And hello to you, my old friend. This is a world that exists outside your reality. Could it be a dream? A flight of fancy conjured by your weary mind? Perhaps. Perhaps not. Oh, I love that kimono. That's beautiful. It is a pleasure to meet you again. As I have in the past, I have beckoned you here that I might express my gratitude. And as you see, it is Naoki Yoshida, also known as Yoshi P. The road we have walked has been long and winding, full of perils and pitfalls, but we have enjoyed every step in your company. We hope that you feel the same about this last great leap. With every adventure we undertake, the longer the legacy we leave behind us. Yet a lengthy history need not mean a foreshortened future. Many adventures yet await. We shall continue to chart a course into the great unknown, one that takes in all the diverse wonders this world has to offer, that your legacy might grow ever brighter, ever greater, excuse me. To be certain, it would be a less trying task to sleepwalk ever onward down the same well-furrowed path. Yet to venture down paths untrodden, believing in the bright and glorious future that lies beyond them, is by far more rewarding. This is the gift we wish to deliver unto you, the gift of adventure. And we pray with all our hearts that you will continue to walk with us. We thank you for joining us on this journey, heretofore and hereafter. Now, the time has come for this vision to end. Time for your eyes to open from this waking dream. One cannot know what fills the hearts and minds of those who look to the sky this rising night. Perhaps you and I will see different images in those explosions of light and color. But one thing I know for certain, that right here, right now, we look to the same sky. Alright, I took a screenshot there. And though the paths that lie ahead of us may lead in very different directions, sometime, someplace, they shall cross again. And to Yoshi P and the rest of the team, if you ever see this, arigato gozaimasu. This game has become my online home. Or I was a WoW refugee back when I left. And I left WoW Legion pre-patch day. I was already doing a free trial in 14. And I just took my money from Blizzard and brought it to Square Enix. So thank you, team. I've been lucky enough to meet a few of you in person at FanFest, and I thank you for that as well. But each year, thank you, and thank you, and thank you. It's almost time for the display to begin. The consummation not only of our labors, but of the thoughts and prayers of the people of this fair city. A salute for the departed, and for those who sail into unknown waters. Many adventures yet await you, my friend. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. And yes, in case you haven't put it together, Yoshida is the minstrel. So, yeah. But he's your friend in the game as well. Because you run into him off and on for different quests and things like that. And then each year at the Rising, you run into him just like you just did. And now we get his little song. Oh. Oh, wow. Now that's nice. Uh-oh. From eastern sea to eastern sky, the sacred sun ascends. And voices stir of wind of waves, of ropes of sails of friends, who like the golden light of dawn that streams across the sea, set sunlit sail for foreign lands, may fortune follow thee. Her journey done, so sinks the sun below the western waves, and memories stir of friends of yore, asleep in watery graves. Let not our voices raised in song disturb your endless sleep, but join us in our chorus, and you dream among the deep. An excerpt from an ancient mariner's song, a prayer for the safe return of those who sail o'er the far horizon, and for the peace of those who sleep beneath those same eternal waves. It concludes with a wish that the voices of those whose spirits are stirred in anticipation of new adventure reach the ears of those whose adventures ended too soon, that they might be united as one. A fitting sentiment for the Rising, methinks. And so I offer you my own heartfelt wish, that even should your adventures carry you beyond the far-flung horizon of this wide world, we should meet once more in a 12 months' time, and look on the same sky together. There we go. Nice. And then we who are about to set sail salute you. 1,440 experience, 401 gil, and the brushed up crowd menu. So we will complete that. You have unlocked the toy chest. Open the toy chest found in any inn room to play minigames. Additionally, certain notable personages have been seen to frequent the anchor yard this rising. Do the same, and you may be greeted with an unexpected encounter. Ooh. For 11's sake. I guess we could click right there and go and have it trigger. I wonder who we would run into. Let's try one. A soft westerly wind blows across the anchor yard. Enjoy the sea breeze a while? Let's try one. See what we get. You hear footsteps approaching. You turn and see. Who do you see? Yo, you get to pick. Proprietor of the Drowning Wench, the head chef of the Bismarck, or the Admiral herself. Ah, heck, let's go for the Admiral. Merle Webb. Artemis, this is a coincidence. Raina was just telling me of the role you played in putting the display together. I'm sure all those who gathered in my city to witness it were as moved as I. A salute to all those who sail for new adventures. It shall surely resound in their hearts and give them strength and courage in the year to come. And a salute to the fallen too, was it not? Many and more lost their lives on the fields of Cartano, the men and women of the Black Sails chief among them. I thank you for giving those who survived them this chance to put their grief to more productive ends. I thank you for giving the celebrations an unmistakable touch of salt, too. This year's rising was not merely in Limsa Lamensa, but of her. I look forward to seeing how future hosts' cities follow our example. But for now, let us focus on the present. I'm sure I have kept you from your business far too long already, and I must return to mine. I must offer my prayer to Lim Lang and be on my way. Fare you well, Artemis. I wish you safe voyages for the year to come. May the navigator's breath ever fill your sails. All right. Well, we'll do that one. I guess you could do a few more if you wanted to. And also, depending on your, usually with those like that, depending on your level as to who you would see, because you've done more in the game, you might have more people to run into. So, ain't no telling who you could run into if you're max level right now. I have to wait and see. I'd come in with that person and see who they get. So, anyway, now the Rising event is all done for us. I will bid you happy Rising. Enjoy your FF14 days. Play the way you want to. Have some fun. Make some friends. Maybe get a friend from your real life to come into the game. It's always better with more people. Now, if you enjoyed the video, please leave me a like. Maybe subscribe to my channel so you know when I put up more stuff. Hit the bell. All that good stuff. You know what to do. And I bid you always walk in the light of the crystal. Thank you.